Morning, fellas. Late start this morning. 10 to 11. About 84 in the garage. And it's not a John Kerry day today. And speaking of John Kerry day, I think it was Rusty Glovebox asked me to explain that. And I will. John Kerry. Check him out. He's doing a 1963 Jaguar. And John is in California, Northern California. I think he's south of Napa Valley, if I'm not mistaken, or up in that area. And I think it was VW Darren who always said it's a John Kerry day, and it was representing the nice weather that John was always having every time he did a video. So that's where the John Kerry Day came in. So I hope, Rusty Glovebox, I hope that explains it for you. And check John out. Today on the Camaro, I'm going to take the front fender back off. And I'm going to leave it off. My son came by yesterday and we messed with this door for about an hour and still didn't get it right. And as you can see, the body lines here aren't just lining up. And rather than really thinking up this end, which you could see we already started doing, I decided I'm taking the fender back off, and he's coming by Saturday, and we're going to do the door and get it right, and then we'll put the fender back on and adjust it. The funny thing about it is this one lines up beautifully, as you can see. As you look down it, it's great. And as you look down this one, you can see it's off. And here's the really kicker of the whole thing. So when I put the car together for the primer, the passenger side was giving me issues and wouldn't line up. And the driver's side went together really well. And now the situation's reversed. The driver's side's giving me issues. So we will do that, and that's where we're going to stay on that. I'm not going to keep messing with it and dinking up the paint on the inner fender. Lower valance, I went ahead and just ground those off and did it the right way, and I just got to sand this down and get some rattle can primer, and we'll prime the inside of this and call it a day on that. And then I'll do the upper valance and get that ready to mask off and for the inside to be painted. So that's where we're at today, guys. Rusty Glovebox, I hope that explains the John Kerry Day. Stop in and see his website. That Jag is beautiful. He's pretty much done with it. He's just going through the nuts and bolts of it right now as he's driving it, and John is driving it, and as he comes up with little problems here and there on it, he's fixing them. But nice Jag, came out beautiful. And so stop in and check him out. As always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, yeah, the front fender's back off. And guess who had a case of CRS? You know what that is, can't remember shit. Who forgot to safety wire the calipers again? So I'm going to jump on that right now before I forget, for the third time. So yeah, we didn't screw it up too much. There's a little here. But yeah, we'll set the door and then we'll go from there. So that's a quick update. So later. Quick update, guys. I safety wired the caliper bolts. And this is all sanded down, ready for a coat of primer. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, got some etch on it. Yeah, rattle can etch. So get that done, we'll put some primer on it, and it'll be rattle can primer. I'm not going to mix up primer just for these little areas here. And then we'll bring in the upper valance and set this one aside while it sets up before we mask it off to get the back. So that's all for now. And I have more. I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, I got the upper valance all taped up and ready to scuff this down. And we got the lower one primed, and we'll scuff this up and then get this taped up and ready for it to do the paint on the inside of it too. So could have done better on the patch here, but it's good enough. Nobody's going to see it. So that's all I have for today. I'll load this up, and tomorrow's Friday. School's out. I got both granddaughters, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do much in here. So we'll probably pick this back up on Saturday. Later, guys. Have a good Friday.